Miss Sara from Hudson Area Public Library. Welcome to our 4th episode of Story in a Bag. Do you guys remember how this works? I grab my bag of settings, which is where our story is going to happen. I reach in, I grab out a setting, and it's going to happen in a fairy garden. So there's lots of fairies in our garden. Now, should we find some characters? Here's my bag of characters. Okay, should we do 3 again? Okay. Our first character is a snake. Our second character is an old lady. I think we've used both of these in other stories, but not together. So we have old lady and a snake and one more character. This one is a wizard. So we've used all these characters in other stories that we've done, but we haven't used them together, which will make it interesting for our story. Try to move it around just a little bit so maybe there won't be such of a glare. Okay, so now should we get names for our characters? So we will name the snake. And as we know, there's boy names and girl names in this bag. And so we might end up with a girl with a boy name or a boy with a girl name. But the name that I'm pulling out for the snake is Howard. Howard seems to be a popular name too. Let's see if we can find a different name for the old lady. Her name will be Fluffy. And the wizard's name is going to be Fifi. So we have Fifi, Fluffy, and Howard. And should we see how we're going to start our story in the fairy garden? So let's pull out a first phrase, and it is, before anyone could say anything. So before anyone could say anything, Howard slithered into the fairy garden. And the fairies, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They were all scared that Howard would slither into their house. So they called up Fifi, the wizard, and said, Fifi, help us. Don't let Howard slither into our house. And Fifi said, that's no problem. I can help. So should we grab an action of what he's going to have Howard do instead? He waves his wand and he says, Howard, you should run. Well, Howard started going as fast as he could and he started heading for the fairy house. So Fifi said, stop, Howard, you should. We'll grab another action. Howard says he should get very dirty. So Howard instead went really fast to a mud puddle, rolled around, and got very dirty. And then he was heading towards another house. It was the house of Fluffy, the old lady. And she says, my, what a dirty snake you are. Let's take you inside and clean you up. I will clean you up with my handy dandy. And should we pick a noun, which is a person, place, or thing? She'll clean Howard up with her handy dandy chair. How do you think she cleans a dirty snake with a chair? She must be very creative. Well, let's say she used her chair and got Howard spick and span, clean as new. They became friends and they went over and talked to everybody in the fairy cottage. And the fairies apologized for being scared of Howard the snake because they realized that he really is a nice snake. So, since they are now all friends, should we pick another action that Fifi the wizard and Fluffy the old lady and Howard the snake can do with the fairies to end our story. Okay, this is what they're going to do. They play in the snow. So Fifi must have said, oh, let's have some snow. And he made it snow, and they all played together. What do you think? Have you guys made snow angels out in the snow? Wave your arms back and forth. What do you think that the fairies' snow angels look like? Because they already have wings. I bet they're really tiny, whatever they look like. All right, so that's our story in the bag. We had Fluffy, Howard, and Fifi in a fairy garden, and they all ended up getting along in the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're doing stories in a bag at home too. It's just a fun little activity that you can do with anything you have laying around your house. Well, I miss you guys and hope to see you soon. If you have any ideas of things that you want me to put in the bag, please let me know. I would be happy to do it. Miss you guys. Bye.